are going through. For decades, China had implemented one-child policy. Now, according to Chinese culture, to continue their family bloodline, they need to have baby boys, not girls. Because they can have only one child, they would prefer the baby boy versus baby girl. And unfortunately, hundreds of millions of baby girls were aborted for the decades. What happened after decades of one-child policy? Heavy gender imbalance. There are 40 million Han Chinese men cannot find wife to marry because of this practice. Now, this became another opportunity for the Chinese governments to oppress Uyghur Muslims, at the same time mobilizing the Chinese people against the Uyghur Muslims, specifically targeting the Uyghur Muslim women. Many young Uyghur Muslim girls were forced to marry the Han Chinese Communist Party members. Their brothers, their fathers, their mothers were taken to the concentration camps. A solution was simple for the Chinese Communist Party. If they agreed to marry a Han Chinese Communist Party member, they have proved the family's loyalty to the Chinese Communist government. Therefore, hundreds of thousands of Uyghur Muslim women are forced to marry Han Chinese, even though they don't want to. Why? Because if they don't, their mothers and their fathers and their brothers will not be released from the concentration camps. In this way, China is not only promoting Han Chinese population in millions and millions to migrate to East Turkestan to occupy our land further, at the same time, they're assimilating Uyghurs by force. My dear Muslim brothers and sisters, maybe you don't see the bombs and killings of Uyghur Muslims. However, China is a very clever enemy. They know very well how to hide their crimes against humanity and their genocide against Uyghur Muslims. On behalf of millions of Uyghur sisters that is getting forced to marry Han Chinese, I simply request you to create more awareness on Uyghur genocide. Talk about it in your masjid, in your school, in your community, because the more you talk about it, the more difficult for China to oppress Uyghur Muslims. Thank you for your support. Please share. Take care. Salam alaikum.